Alright, good morning everybody. There are likely to be some hiccups this morning. Technical hiccups. I got a new rig in last night. Well, yesterday afternoon I should say. I got the new rig yesterday afternoon and I spent like 5 hours yesterday setting everything up and getting everything installed and updating all the security protocols I had to go through for all the different platforms, but I think we're pretty much up and running on the new machine now. So I got a new stream machine, so this is what runs the streams. I'll do an office video for YouTube later on. But since we're running on new stuff this morning, I'm expecting there to be hiccups. And the funny thing was, I got up and I was working for about an hour and a half this morning, and then the main internet went down. So I'm on my backup internet right now. So on top of testing, this is the first stream on the new machine and figuring out if there's any kinks, I'm also on the backup internet, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. It is 4 o'clock in the morning. Ain't nobody at the office if something like power went out or something at the main place. All right, let me check here. We're out on Facebook, we're out on Blue Sky, we're out on Twitter. Facebook is up, Twitch is up, Kick is up, TikTok is up. TikTok chat is not showing in Streamlabs, so we're gonna move this window over so that I can see the chat. Gosh darn it, this window does not want to do the things I want it to do. Whatevs, we'll figure it out. Did I already play Oblivion? Yep. Good morning everybody, what's up? Whitey312, Don Stevo, what's up you two? Good morning, good morning. 8 p.m. in Brisbane, ready for bed. It is, 4 o'clock here. Ali says, night and day difference already, your audio quality alone is 10 times better. That's interesting. So that's just the difference in an 8-year-old sound card hardware setup, right? Because that stream machine was 8 years old that I was using. I may be too loud actually looking at. Gotta pay attention to Streamlabs this morning because I'm peeking into the yellow, so I may need to drop the gain down a little bit. Let me know if there's like crackle and stuff on your guys' end. Do I typically stream this early? This is the start time. Like sometime between now and the next hour is my normal start time. I usually start around 5 a.m. Central, but I was up early this morning, so I went live a little earlier. Let me get everything logging in and I'll finish catching up with chat. While she says my first ESO stream with Renfail, so excited. Nice. I haven't played since before the holidays. We played for about 6 weeks, like about 80 hours, and then I took a break and I've been playing a lot of Skyrim Anniversary Edition, Divinity Original Sin 2, and other stuff. Oh! I'm getting a free mount? What free mount are we getting? I got a mail. Where's this stuff? I gotta see all the notifications. Got some new food. Alright, all that stuff. Allie says, I don't need to crank my speakers past 50% now. Nice. Uh, yes, Don Stevo. Oh, you must be new to Twitch, Don. I know you're from over on YouTube. Found out I'm getting an ad-free stream enjoyment by coupling my Prime account as a sub. That is definitely a thing. So Twitch, since it's owned by Amazon, Amazon gives anybody who has a Prime subscription, you get one. I think it's one a month. You get one free sub per month that you can give to someone. It counts as a sub, but it's your choice where it goes, and that's you get one of those per month to give away, and it does support. So thank you very much. And it also gives you an ad-free experience, as you say. That's the benefit of being a subscriber on Twitch, is you get the ad-free, which is cool. Where'd my TikTok chat go? Yeah, the game is loud in some areas. We'll see. Solgood says, been seeing you talk a lot about playing Skyrim. We have been playing a lot of Skyrim over the holidays. Love Jen Napier. Don't give Jeff free money. It's giving me money, man. It's Jeff gets some, and it is what it is. But I get my portion too. Don't forget. You've never played Skyrim? Excuse me, I misread that. Carla says, I love Skyrim but never played Elder Scrolls Online. I mean, if you approach it from the perspective of just another single player, I gotta remember my button presses because I've been playing so much Skyrim. If you treat it just like another single player game, that's how I treat it. I enjoy it just as much as the other ones. MMRC says your audio is crystal clear. Don Steva says crystal clear. Jonesy says audio is good. God damn, well that's good. Alright, Allie says no crackle or crippling. I can't speak. Crackle or clipping. Okay. I did not watch it yet, Don. I did see it come out, but I've been so busy getting everything set up this morning that I haven't had a chance. But there's like a 45-minute long, or no, it's like an hour plus actually, Elder Scrolls Seasons video covering all of 2026. I have not watched it. Alright. I think we're caught up on chat. Alright, well, we'll continue to monitor audio. I've seen myself pop up into the red a couple of times, which makes me nervous. I may need to drop the gain down a little bit. But y'all just have to keep letting me know. Alright. What else did I get? I don't need to spend anything at the moment. Alright, activity finder. I don't want to track these. How do I untrack? I guess this is going to track those for now. Alright. I gotta remember what I was working on because it's been since before Christmas was the last time I played. Velsa headed to No Shiraj Citadel, the Iron Wheel's headquarters. Before I follow her, he insisted I procure a disguise for protection. I should speak with Perseus Loth, or Lothe, at the Diamond Thimble. I gotta remember how to get where I'm going. That goes in. Go up. Don Siva says, I got to the summary part of the 45-minute ESO update stream, but paused it now because I saw you start streaming. We'll have to go off for a while for 50 minutes walk the puppy. I understand a lot of content that was coming out as paid chapters are now going to be free in the future, so future chapters will be free. That's badass. That's cool. Glib says this is one of the only MMOs I've sunk hours into. It's a good game. Alice says you've been popping off recently with all the Skyrim stuff. I know, it's been really interesting to see that happening. Like, genuinely surprised. The Divinity Original Sin 2 videos have been doing decently as well, but for some odd reason, Skyrim is freaking going crazy. And what's really nuts is, like, the Instagram and TikTok stuff for Skyrim has just been ridiculously viral, and it's just made me chuckle. I told Chris, I said the worst part about this is because we're playing a lot of Skyrim right now. I am a variety streamer, and we are playing other games, but we've been on the holidays for the past 2 weeks, so we've had this influx of, like, I don't know, something like 50,000 new followers, and a lot of them are, like, Skyrim fanatics, and then as soon as I switch over and start playing, like, Destiny 2 or something, they're all gonna freak the fuck out and be like, wait, I thought you were a Skyrim dude. It's like, nah, man, I'm a variety streamer. I play a lot of fucking games. You just happened to catch me at the time when I was in between new releases. What's up, Thandar? I don't actually have a slider, Allie. Well, yeah, see, Streamlabs does it differently. I'm tempted to not fuck with it when I'm live because I don't know if the programmer will do anything freaky. It looks like I'm in the red. I mean, we are testing some new stuff. All right, we're about to test to see if this kills the stream or not. Where is... Oh, you know what? There's a gain on it. That's why. That's in the filters. So, out of curiosity, that's probably too low now, right? Probably a lot lower. That puts me only in the green, not in the yellow. Hang on, we're doing some testing real quick, everybody. Let me try a gain of 2. That looks like it might. Well, I was having problems on the previous machine, Allie, where anytime I tried to do stuff with Streamlabs while I was live, Streamlabs would just freeze up due to the age of the other machine. So I wasn't ever doing this stuff live. All right, now I'm peeking up in the yellow a little bit. I could probably go up to 3. So you're saying there was no crackling or popping before? Crackling or popping before? All right. Well, I'm just gonna ignore the red that I'm seeing, though. Because every time I look over, I'm like, I'm in the red! I'm in the red! Alright. Oh, it did kill my, There we go. Now we should be back in business. Yeah, reset my, equalizer too at the same time. Fine tweaking stuff in real time, yeah. The book rant was a good one. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about is the crackling. So everybody just let me know. If there's any crackling, I'll have to adjust it down a little bit, but we seem to be okay.
Hold still. Your attire is... That isn't a bloodstain, is it?
Silverclaw said you could provide me with a disguise.
Oh, did he now? Something striking, so you stand out at the next merchant lord's soiree, or a ridiculous crenellated affair that leaves you the talk of the brothel?
Uh-huh. It's a great game for sure. No mods. Nope. Every game is worth it if you have disposable income. Alright, we're going to play the game for a bit, everybody, so if you're in chat, just sit tight. We'll get back to chat here in a bit. I need to get into No Shira Citadel.
Well, if you wanted a burial suit, the Iron Wheel charges far less than I. Though perhaps... yes. A servant's outfit will let you go hither and yon, at least above ground. And if it's one of my creations, the cloth will breathe, but it shall cost you.
What if I don't want to pay?
Well, then I'd assume you're from Abba's Landing. But I know of a certain individual who has yet to pay the bill for just such an outfit. If you happen to reacquire it on my behalf, I would consider it your property, paid in kind. I'd prefer you deprived my shirker of his outfit, but if you're averse to saving coin, I will sell you one directly. Be warned, the disguise won't do you any good within the Iron Wheel's headquarters.
Why is that?
Paranoia, of course. No servants are allowed inside. From what I hear, the Iron Wheel takes care of all chores within their headquarters. Anyone who isn't Iron Wheel or escorted by them is attacked on sight. A truly noble organization. I am physically capable of doing so, but it will never happen. I'd rather not end up in a prison cell. And a uniform alone won't serve as a disguise. They have too many signals.
Nobody wants to go to prison, buddy.
Why, you'd be spotted in an instant.
Alright, so he said I could buy one, though. Servant's outfit, 900 coin. I'm just going to spend the 900 coin and also repair everything. Alright, meet Velsa outside of Shira Citadel. Dude, that outfit is pretty fancy. What do you got going on over here? Red. Interesting. Got puppies. Okay. I'm assuming that's like an emote. Like a an idle animation emote. Because I've got the lantern I can do. I gotta remember my button presses here to change the POV. Think up was the emotes, yeah. Yeah, because I can do this with the lantern, and then you could just go away. So I'm assuming what they were doing was just another idle emote. By the way, I love that lantern. I love lamp. I love lamp. Is the Citadel? Yeah, we can go out here. Alright. Catch up on chat here. Everything good across the boards, everybody? I think I'm level 48? 47? Level 45. I'm 45. So I've not hit cap yet. I just started at the beginning of November. ESO can be first or third person, Gavin. I play all my games in first person. My disposable income is Social Security? No, my disposable income is you. You, the people in chat who show up every single day to watch my streams and earn me ad revenue, That's my disposable income. I have the best retirement in the world. I get to stream games for fun. And I get paid for it. I win. Ha 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 ha! Sucks to be you, giving me your free time. You're never gonna troll me, bitches. You're never gonna troll me. It's never gonna work. I have the best job in the world. I play video games for a living. I work a lot, and I had to work to get here, but yeah, nice try. Oh, it's always TikTok, Don Stevo. TikTok, as good as it's growing and everything else, TikTok has the worst audience right now because it's just full of fucking children. And it's okay because it's all money in the bank. So I just look at it, and every single time I'm just like, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Let them ring that bell. 4 years full time in. Well, we're coming up on 5 years, Grim. No, they gave me the attention I wanted, Jenny Jen. You're confused. You seem confused. You're here in your spare time, in your free time. I've got you by the short and curlies. I've got you here. I'm living in your head rent free. You're giving me your free time, your most precious commodity in the world. You're giving that to me. So I've got you. I win. You typing away on your keyboard or your cell phone, giving me more of your free time and your energy. I win every time. See ya. You're not gonna be missed. Bye-bye. Reddit trolls can fuck off back to Reddit. Alright, we need to meet Velsa. Somewhere over here. Where's the POI? Is that Velsa over here? No, that's somebody else. That POI busted. Oh no, I see. You're over here somewhere. Alright, hang on. Are you in the city? No, you're way out there. Okay. Horse. Ah! It's been a while since I played. What the hell is the horse command?
Give me no choice. Do not catch a splinter, Tamit.
Splinters. It's been a while since I've got a splinter in real life, even. I remember those were the worst thing when you're a kid, man. Terrified of the tweezers. No, don't pull it out. What's up, Velsa? Do 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 do. Allie says, "Damn it, I go AFK for 1 minute. It gets saucy already." Don Steva says, "Listening while working and studying on the bench. A few weeks as an IT software engineer. Nice." Thanar says, "TikTok keyboard warriors trying to win a one-sided argument. Music to my ears." No, it never gets old, Allie. Never gets old. Braden coming in with a $8 super chat over on YouTube says, "Played this game 14 years ago. Only pickpocketed bards because they always have the best loot." I need I need a badum tis. Oh my goodness. I've never heard that one, Braden. That is that is a dad joke of the morning. Oh my goodness. Good loot. That's awesome. What's up, Save Spirit? Mounting says, "Found your stream through Instagram Reels. Thanks for spreading positivity. You are welcome." What kind of character do I have? Asks Napoleon over on TikTok. This is a sorcerer. I haven't watched the ESO thing yet, Sean, but I think it was Don Stevo was over in chat earlier saying that, or somebody, I forget who it was now. Maybe it wasn't Don Stevo. Somebody in chat was saying they watched. I gotta go find out who it was. Oh, I lost the chat. It was so far ago. But at the very beginning of the stream, someone was saying that they watched the season overview last night, and there's some stuff that currently is paid that's going to be free later this year. I have 4 chats going, so shut up, sit down. If I deem you worthy of answering, I will. Don't be yelling that I don't read chat. I do read chat, but I have 4 chats going across 4 different streams. We have quite a few people watching, so you just have to wait your turn. I have played Kingdom Come Deliverance. Playlists are up on YouTube. Alright, let me plug my phone in and then we can... Where's my cable? Moved everything around last night. I'm aware sometimes the extension doesn't work. The issue is not the extension. The issue is when I have 4 chats going and we have hundreds of messages going by every minute, you're not all going to get responded to personally, and you just have to accept that. Some of you have a weird obsession with, "He's not talking to me personally, he's not interacting with the chat."
So you got Silverclaw to spill a secret. At best, a minor accomplishment. He didn't send you to that powdered hornbill, did he? Buy a special uniform to fit in?
Why do you ask?
You do know he gets referral for everyone he sends to that flax peddler? Even when he thinks my life is in danger, Silverclaw still works the angles. You bumpkin.
Yeah, Allie, there's a new Elder Scrolls Online live stream from like yesterday, maybe? Yes, I use something called Streamlabs, the Pro license, which puts all my chat into one place. It doesn't... Some of you fail to realize that when there are hundreds of messages go by, you're never going to be able to read them all. Before me, you always knew... I know how to let's get into.
Yes, I did. You're not supposed to throw my words back at me. Reminds me of Nicholas.
Doing good, Jason.
I don't care if you are her protege. I'm not going to do Zira's scut work. I slipped a truth serum to Silverclaw's former overseer. I learned that Kosh blackmails assorted scum and draws them to know Shira Citadel for a meeting. So let's find out why.
Sounds good to me. What do you know about him?
It seems Kosh contacts little fish from a position of power, threatens exposure, and bends them to his will. Elegant. What I'd do. But his connection to the Iron Wheel isn't clear. That troubles me.
What should we do about it?
We? Now that Zira's protege is here, poor old Velsa can rest her weary bones. Find a way into the Iron Wheel's headquarters and learn how they're connected to Kosh. Oh, and blackmail needs documents. Be sure to swipe them.
Copy that. We can do documents. I like documents.
Zira tells me you're a thief. Go
More
break
likely
into
I'm
a
a
place you shouldn't
sorcerer.
be. Take something valuable and leave before they notice. I did hear something about a passphrase for a service door. Look around. Use your brain. I won't spoon feed you.
That's an interesting tidbit
When
about
you find
this
what you need,
expansion.
get out and head back to the den. Don't get caught, and if you do, bite off your tongue before their torture forces you to shriek my name. You'll be fine.
This is the same thing that Star Wars Old Republic did. Once you get past the main story and you're into like the expansion content, you kind of get default referred to as X, even when your class might be Y. So they just called me a thief. I am not a thief. I am a sorcerer, but I'm doing the Thieves Guild DLC, so they're referring to me as a thief because it's like the default text is that you've joined the guild to be a thief. It's very interesting. Yeah.
Nothing worth my time. And everything led here, didn't it? If we leave,
It's an
we
easy
miss
way
this
to make it
opportunity to learn
agnostic for
Kosh's
everybody.
plans.
But it does sacrifice a little bit of agency. That's called MMO development, kids. You're never gonna be as fine-tuned as a single-player game. Gasp!
He's going to lead the Fighters Guild now.
Alright, some of these guys, I wonder if I could still hide in the barrels and stuff here. Is this or Star Wars Republic better solo-wise? If they're both, it just depends on what universe you want to play in. They're not even comparable games. Completely different universes, completely different play styles. Not even remotely the same thing. Are those traps? Yeah, okay, so there's definitely barrels I can hide in. There's a guard that's gonna get me. There's another guard. I'm hesitant to jump down, but... Okay, there's one inside that tent. What if... I don't remember what these are. I haven't seen these before. Oh, it's just a trap. Okay, so, yeah. It's inside there, isn't it? Oh, shit. There's guards everywhere. Sneaking? Sneaking? What the unrepentant lawbreaker? When shackles fail, take up the brand. All who meet them cannot deny. We burn our truth upon their canvas. God, the auto loot feature. Someone asked at the beginning of the stream, like, what is one of the features that you really like in this game that you wished like Skyrim and other ESO games would have, or ESO games. The auto loot functionality is it's a nice quality of life feature because I can just hit the barrel and everything immediately goes into my inventory and I don't have to do the whole let's sort through everything that's in the chest. Let's sort through and click. Loot all if you want to loot it all. I want to loot it all. Just here's an auto loot button. I now loot everything single time I click on a box or a bag, and it's glorious. stuck on the wood. There's no way I'm making it past these two. Look at them. There's like a... What is that? Oh, that's the torch. Shit. Guard. Ah. Who are you? Oh shit! What did I get detected by? Oh, you know what? I bet my companion's still down below and I unsneaked. Because I wanted to talk to this NPC. I guess I can't talk to them yet. Or is it because you're locked in combat?
Find your own broom. The last one I loaned out is in the belly of an assassin beetle.
I need to get to the service door, but I don't know the passphrase.
You're mad. Only the Iron Wheel and their guests are allowed down there.
Oh, I think we just hit combat again. Where the hell is my companion? I don't seem to be in combat, but it keeps dropping me out of conversation here. That is weird. Well, let's come back to her later. I wonder if it's a connection issue, actually, because it's not responding to my sneak commands now, either. I am on the backup internet today. I'm going to log out really quick and see what happens. Yes. Some people have a hard time with the online aspect. I do not. Unable to connect game server. Yeah, so I wonder if that's my internet? Or if it's their servers. If it's their servers, we'll go do something else. Here, let's just shut it all the way down. Give me 2 seconds here. Says their servers are online. Internet's good because we're still streaming. Technical difficulties. Alice, it's called the Elder Scrolls Online 2026 reveal. Yes. Nug says I got 150 seconds. You said good morning, I missed it. Yeah, it's Star Wars: The Old Republic versus Elder Scrolls Online is just which universe do you prefer? Because honestly, they're both great universes, but they're both completely different. Do I prefer this or Skyrim? I don't prefer either. I play many games. Yes, I've played Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 and 2. Both of the playlists are on YouTube. Huh, I wonder what that was.
Find your own broom.
Just a hiccup.
The last one I loaned out is in the belly of an assassin beetle. You're mad.
Tell me
Only
the part of
Iron Wheel and their
catchphrase.
guests. All right, I'll give you part of it. I don't eavesdrop, you understand. I just happen to have excellent hearing. Be sure to write it down.
Yep.
I won't repeat it. A ring of iron around them.
Thanks for your help.
Don't mention it.
Hey, we got one more. You have, so that's a funny thing to say. Solik says, I'm afraid of chatting because I don't want to get farmed for a clip. Do you know how you avoid getting farmed for a clip? Don't be a dipshit. If you act like a dipshit, those are the people I farm out for clips on social media. And that's why we get millions of views on our Instagram and TikTok, because people love watching idiots get wrecked. So by all means, if you want to become a clippable meme, all you have to do is act like a dipshit. As long as you act cool and act like an adult, you're here for the right reasons to celebrate the games we play together, then you're good to go. Simple. Sounds simple? Believe me.
Wander on, little spirit.
We
May
meet
you
people
guide us
every
to
day
riches again soon.
who don't understand. Might as well kill some more sentries while we're at it. I honestly feel like it would be quicker just to run through these guys and just mow them all down. But I'm trying to be stealthy. Do it like you're supposed to. The lawbreaker can deny truth, but can never deny fate. We shall reveal the greatest truth. The wheel turns ever onward. Being caught in a pulse activates the trap. Okay. Alright, enter the Iron Wheel Paradise with the catchphrase. I've never seen... Okay, so that's what happens when you trigger that. That's why it was giving me the pop-up, because I had never seen that before. And then that pulled a guard and kicked my stealth. That's cool. That's a cool little mechanic. Look, so she's totally searching right now. She's like, hey, there was a noise here. What was it? I wonder how long that debuff lasts for. Okay, not too long, because we're already back. Star Wars Republic's a good game. You can absolutely roleplay in this game if you want to. Roleplay is up to you. A game has nothing to do with the ability for you to immerse yourself in a character and play as the character. That's literally you and only you. It has nothing to do with game mechanics or anything like that. Here's a perfect example. What defines an actor? Can anybody tell me in chat what defines an actor? An actor on stage, on the small screen, on the big screen, has the ability to step into the role of the character. This is great. We're going to be clipping this out. What is roleplay? That's another roleplay video. It's going to be fun. So, being able to step into the character. And when you are an actor, many actors act on a green screen, right? No stage, nope, nothing. No set, just a green screen. They got a tennis ball that they're looking at. Or, in the case of motion capture for the video games that we all love and play, they have a camera right in front of their face with a bunch of dots painted on their face, and they're acting opposite of another actor or multiple actors who also have a camera on their face and a bunch of dots. So there's no set. There's no frame of reference for where anything is. There's the director telling you, so there's the setting. You're in a tavern. You're surrounded by the noise of the crowd, the smoke of tobacco, and the smell of stale piss and old beer. You and your party member, Rog, blah, 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 blah. So the director sets the scene, and then you, as the actor, begin to act within the scene that has been presented to you. It's 100% imagination, right? That is role-playing. It's not the mechanics. Mechanics have nothing to do with being able to get inside the head of your character. First person, third person, 30 frames, 60 frames, none of that fucking matters. Turn-based, not turn-based. Action combat, not action combat. Shooter, you know, roguelike. ARPG versus CRPG. None of that matters. None of that matters. What matters is your ability as a human being to have an imagination and put yourself in the head of the character. And that's why we had some people ask recently, how can I get better at roleplay? I honestly think some of you should take drama class. Go find a local theater that does like open auditions. Go try out some theater. Go find your local game store and play some D&D. Play some Pathfinder, play some Starfinder, play some tabletop with other people. Learn how to play different characters in different worlds. You'll quickly find that roleplay is just a state of mind. It has nothing to do with the setting. It has nothing to do with any of that. Because if an actor can act on a green screen against a tennis ball, you can figure out how to put yourself in the head of your character no matter what is on the screen in front of you, because you at least have something to look at. Actors have nothing. They've just got a green screen in their imagination, and if they can do it, you can do it. So, chop, chop. Get out there. Learn how to do it. I've never had any problems with ESO, at least not for the 6 weeks I've been playing. Today's the first time I've ever seen a connectivity issue, and I don't know if it's my internet, PS5 servers, something going on. Hang on, I'm scrolling through chat here. Yeah, there might have been something, you never know. We're on the backup internet today too, so. I mean, not everybody likes D&D. So, you know, that's a fair point. Anyway, that was in response to someone who asked a question, this is over on TikTok. Patrick Dudka, is ESO immersive for you to play as an RPG? I think it's just a mindless grinding game. Again, that's a mental thing for you. I definitely don't view it that way. It has the same quests that all of the other Elder Scrolls games have. The only difference between that and this is always online, and there are occasionally other players running around. That's the only difference for me, but I'm able to use this as my green screen. I have an imagination. I'm able to just come in, log in, play the game, do the quests, ignore all the other stuff. Some people are triggered. Some people are like, oh my god, it's got a crown store. Oh my god, there's a subscription. Oh my god, there's a cash shop. Oh my god. Some people can't, and that's their fault. They don't have the imagination to put themselves in the head of the character and just ignore the cash shop and ignore all that stuff. I don't ignore the cash shop. I fucking spend money on this game just like I do on my other games. I love cosmetics. I absolutely spend money in cash shops. Whether it's this game, Star Wars Republic, EverQuest 2, Lord of the Rings Online, World of Warcraft, I happily spend money on things to make my characters look cool. Why wouldn't I? It's great, but some people don't like it, so, you know, that's up to them. But again, the whole mindless grinding thing, how can I roleplay, that is entirely a mental mindset that is up to the individual, not the game. Yeah, that's how I make a living, Ollie. I talk to my audience. It's called engaging with my community. Oh, I'm so sorry that you want me to only play the game. Aw, little ADHD. Give me action! Oh my god! Action! We actually interact with our community, and this provides me with clippable moments which I can put out on YouTube, which earn me ad revenue, which then get clipped into Instagram and TikTok Reels for my social media, which also earn me money. And that's how I get sponsorships, and how I get companies to pay me to play their games. That's how I make a living. I talk to my community, and I answer questions like this. Is Skyrim deeper than this game? That depends on you. This game has infinitely more content than Skyrim has. And so for people who like lots of content, this game is way deeper than Skyrim because it has way more to do. But again, it goes back to the green screen thing. If you can't act in front of a green screen and you don't have that imagination because your IQ is down here, just saying. Just saying. It's the game's fault, not mine. Okay. I can't wait for them to implement crossplay. That would be badass. Yeah, headcanon does help complement the RP experience, but yeah, not completely mandatory. I know, the whole role-playing aspect is someone playing a role. Mind blown, right?
What is the fate of the lawbreaker?
Oh, I didn't pay attention to the order.
What is the fate of the unrepentant? What of those who enter and find...
I think in here I have to do combat. I just remember her saying something. Not only have I played Lotro since the game launched, I have 1,000 plus videos on my YouTube channel from over the years.
Who are you?
And I still play
Don't
occasionally.
hurt me. I'm not even an officer.
With my brother and my sister-in-law and their 2 kids on Sunday nights. There is a Lotro family YouTube playlist that you can check out. We have not played since before. I think we played right before Christmas, like maybe a week or 2 before Christmas. We're scheduled to come back and play again this Sunday night. Those are not streamed. Those are just uploaded because we edit out many of the family stuff when we're talking about family stuff. But those sessions are usually about 45 minutes to an hour long. There is the playlist on YouTube.
Please, I'm no threat to you. I simply watch the door. 6 days before I take my pension. I want no trouble, you see.
Stay calm. I'm not here to kill you.
Thank the gods. You will have no trouble from me. You were never here, and I never saw you.
I can't have you warning the wheel.
I have a sleeping draft. 1 sip helps me through the nights. The whole bottle will knock me out for hours. You'll be long gone.
Alright, drink the whole bottle, buddy. Cluck, 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 cluck. Nighty night. Haha, that's awesome. It's never too late for crossplay. That just shows you know nothing about game development. There have been so many games over the years that have come on and added crossplay 6, 7, 8 years after they launched and seen, because there are a lot of people who would love to play. As an example, I played Final Fantasy XIV when it launched on the PC. As soon as it launched onto the PlayStation 4, I switched. And then as soon as I got my Xbox Series X, I got it for the Xbox Series X and switched over there and started playing. It's just, yeah. Games can always add crossplay after the fact. Always. There's always an audience for games. Always. That's a very ignorant take to be like, you have to do it at launch or it's pointless.
This is your only chance to consider my proposal. Work for me or else.
Or else what?
Or I hand these documents to the Iron Wheel. They do so frown on slavery and skooma peddling. Take a moment to consider your options. Well,
Where do I eavesdrop from?
good. Then I shall make your documents disappear. What? My papers were here. Did they fall behind the...
That was kind
I'll
of cool.
attend to that
Not
after
gonna
my
lie,
meeting
that
with
was kind of
Chief
cool. I
Inspector
stole his
Rodriguez.
papers.
Do remember who holds your reins.
That went well, I think.
Shit, somebody just saw me. Alright, this is great. Oh, I would love crossplay in Fallout 76. I like pretty much both equally, but if you press me hard, I'm gonna pick science fiction. When I was a kid, it was definitely fantasy, but as an adult, I'm definitely more into sci-fi. There's not enough good sci-fi RPGs, sci-fi games. My wife prefers fantasy. She's not a science fiction fan. So we end up watching quite a bit more fantasy TV and stuff than we do science fiction. But most of the stuff I watch that's sci-fi, I watch on my own. Honestly, I think it's because fantasy is a lot easier to understand as a kid, and it's generally a broader audience, whereas science fiction can get really technical. I mean, you could have complicated magic systems, but I feel like when you start getting into things like quantum physics and hyperspace travel, a good example of this is go back and read the Hyperion Cantos by Dan Simmons. The Hawking's drive technology, like all of the stuff that went into making that quantum universe with the Shrike. Like if you've never read, it's definitely adult material. Like it's not for kids. That's not a PG-13 reading. That's definitely a rated R book series. The poet in particular. But I would say looking at in modern times, I would look at the Hyperion Cantos. But you can go back to like any of the Larry Niven, and even to a lesser degree, like Roger Zelazny stuff from like the 70s, 60s, 70s, early 80s. Like there was the hard science fiction genre, which it's not hugely popular these days, but hard sci-fi is something that kids and the average person's just not going to get into because it's very technical. Yeah, wormhole stuff. Right, exactly, J Officer. Wormhole stuff gets... You can have good sci-fi that's like the next Star Trek The Next Generation, Babylon 5, where it's a story being told against a science fiction backdrop. That's just... It's like, that's sci-fi in space. That's fantasy in space. That's fun. It's awesome. But when you get into the hard sci-fi stuff, I think that's when you get into the technical stuff that you're going to lose the general audience that you have with most fantasy, because people are going, wait, what? Quantum timelines and there's what? Quantum dimensions? What? Dark matter? What's going on here? Oh, and there's hyperdrive technology and all this stuff. Like the Robert Heinlein stuff. Yeah, especially the 70s, I would say that was a good time for hard sci-fi. But yeah, for me, like if I go and look at some of my favorite shows, it's stuff like Battlestar Galactica, the reimagined series from the early 2000s, The Expanse, more recently. Those are two just incredible quality science fiction shows that have complicated stories, really cool technology. We're dealing with the concept of souls and religion, but also dealing with robots and and then you get into the political stuff on The Expanse, and the way like they filmed the ship scenes in space and like the space combat and all the zero-G stuff. Both of those shows, by the way, Battlestar Galactica and The Expanse, had phenomenal VFX teams working on those space dogfights, right? Those space fight shots. Fucking amazing stuff. I cannot wait for the Expanse game that Owlcat is working on right now, by the way. Anyway, that is the quick answer to sci-fi versus fantasy. I do prefer sci-fi. A little bit. It's just, But it's the thing. It's like I graduated from a kid. I loved fantasy up until I was probably in my mid-20s, and then I was like, ooh, science fiction's really good. There's some fun stuff here. And it's like more complicated. It makes me think a little bit more. Mass Effect would not be hard sci-fi. No, hard sci-fi is stuff that deals specifically with like the math and science, right, of science fiction. What games have I developed? Links in bio. I do like the Knives Out series. I have not watched the most recent one. I do love Star Wars: The Republic, and I don't give a shit about the end game, so I can't answer that question. I don't know, Ali. It might be a personal thing where I just view magic to be less complicated than dance. That might just be a personal thing, yeah. L. Ron Hubbard stuff from before. Yeah, a long time ago. What was his name? He wrote Face on the Water. Oh, he's really old now. Robert Silverberg? I think Robert Silverberg has written some pretty hard sci-fi as well. Also not a PG-13 author. That's definitely a rated R guy, so don't go reading that to your kids at night. Is this like a trap? What is that? I can't seem to click on it, so I'm not sure. Oh, I wonder if I can, like, destroy it or something. I love Starfield. It's my favorite Bethesda game. 2 full playthroughs on YouTube and a partial third that we started before the holidays. When I was just dicking off trying out a mod for the first time because I went and installed Watchtower. Which is a good mod, by the way. Examine. Oh shit, I left the area. What does that mean? I write down everything, not just links. I write down clips, I write down timestamps for long-term videos, title ideas.
I can return it to you within the fortnight.
I go through probably 3 of these every single year.
Exactly.
And I've got stacks and stacks of
The
old
Iron Wheel must leave Hugh's Bane. He is simply bad for business.
journals.
If you recover Magnifica Falora's dowry, I can guarantee our return to Tanith.
There is another minor request. Hardly a trifle. Perhaps we can discuss it over drinks?
I do not drink.
Then I shall take your share. Come, an office is no place to do business.
Audio volumes still sound good, everybody? We're still testing all the new tech. Oh! What the hell did I get hit by? Oh, that must have been a trap. I guess I can't see them now? No, so that's where I came from. All right, now see, this is... I guess we're going... Yeah, I just need to look at my map. Is that it? See, I didn't trip it when I came in, and I'm totally tripping it now. Yeah, see, way to go a different way. Or I'm just confused and don't remember how I got in here. haven't seen a way to disarm those, damn it. Is there like a lever or something? Because the rope traps you can see. Yeah, like these you can see, and I see a disarm button. Usually. Oop, there it is. Come here. But those, like, flame traps, I've not seen any, Let's see if there's any books over here that I want. Oh, no! Fuck! Exploding barrels. Lockpicks. Booyah. Yeah. This is the way. And then I'm gonna go get some more coffee. I just ran over a trap. I saw it right at the last moment. I was looking up, not down. There it is. There's another one. Yeah, see, I don't see any... I guess you're just supposed to walk around to not trigger them. I'm guessing the fire traps are the same way, because they all had like a pile of dirt on one side. So I'm guessing you just can't disarm those. You just have to pay attention to where you're walking, which I don't do. I've gotten lazy from my Skyrim rogue who can walk over all the tripwires and stuff. Yes, that's the backup internet, Allie, unfortunately. I could check and see if the main internet is up, but to be honest with you, I'd rather just push through and... Because we're not doing a super long stream this morning. Because we're going to come back this afternoon and stream the... we're going to do a watch party of that New Games Plus event today. What mission is this? This is the Thieves Guild DLC. BC says, just started Baldur's Gate for the first time. An old game, but a good game. Looks like the internet is now working. The main internet, which is good. That means we're back up there. So they probably just had a power outage this morning or something downtown. You can jump or roll dodge across the traps. That's cool. I didn't know that. Oh, yeah, Shane Holloway. I'm going to play the shit out of that Halo remake this summer with my brother. We've both got Xbox Series X's, and we both love the original. Definitely going to be playing a lot of Halo this summer when it comes out, or this fall, whenever it's scheduled. All right, but anyway, Allie, I'm watching Twitch, and I've had multiple dips in the, so we're on the backup internet right now, so it's just something's going on downtown. My main internet was out earlier, which is why we're on the backup this morning, so I'm just gonna push through, deal with it. I am going to take a quick break, everybody, though. I need to get a cup of coffee, stretch a little bit, rest my eyes like the doctor ordered, and then I'll be back here in 3 to 5, so be right back. Do I play ESO often? We were playing a lot of it through November into December. We played for about 6 weeks where I was playing every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and then Monday, Wednesday, and Friday was Fallout 76. But I have not played since before the holidays because we got into Skyrim, which I had never played before. And this is definitely like a back burner thing right now. But with any luck, I think the plan this year, depending on the schedule, this is going to be the in-between game as I play all the other games that I play. We focus on new releases here. I don't often get time to play things in between, but when I do plan on continuing to push through all of the Elder Scrolls Online content I can get to this year. Possibly some more Fallout 76. I'm having a lot of fun with that, but I do like Elder Scrolls a little bit more personally than the Fallout world. But we'll see. I'm also having great traffic around Skyrim, and it would be really stupid to not to continue and incorporate that. So we are going to be focusing on Skyrim throughout the rest of January, just so that I can complete an official first playthrough, and then just see where we're at, because we don't really have any major new releases happening until February. So. And we're getting great traffic with Skyrim, so it's been, like yesterday I think we had like 250 people, which was nice. I think remasters and remakes are fine as long as the companies behind them are not the primaries. And again, a good example of this would be what they did with Oblivion Remastered. I think it's great that they farmed that out to a third party and let the third party handle the remaster. I think that that's awesome. And if a company has the resources to make that happen to all of these classic IPs that they have in their libraries, then fucking do it. All the more power to you, as long as the main focus for the company remains on new releases, in terms of the core development team is working on more Starfield content, more Elder Scrolls content, more Fallout content, which we know they all are. So as long as the third parties are the ones doing the remasters, I'm all for it. Do it. Because there are a lot of people who never played Fallout 3. A lot of people who never played New Vegas. I'm gonna get seen. Maybe not. Okay, now we gotta go back to the Thieves Den, which I think we can fast travel to. Yeah, close-ish. Leathery snack.
Fewer people staring at me than I anticipated. What a strange time you live in.
Don't remember how to get over to the Thieves Guild. We're gonna find out. I'm living the dream, retired and playing games all day. Yep. What is this? Oh, that's a Golden Pursuits is what that reward is from. I was mistaken. But you get a polar bear mount? And there's a whole month to work on that? We should be able to complete that. What other things are part of that? See, I'm not gonna be doing the boon boxes though. Yeah. Oh, that's a lot of fucking. You get the whole month to work on it. If I was playing every day, that's doable. It's not gonna be doable playing once a week. It's all good.
Psst, you. Over here.
Psst, you. Not right now.
Care to earn a little extra coin on the side? It's for a good
Honey,
cause.
you can't afford me. I'm too expensive, so. I'm finding it just fine. Well, I'm only on the second one, Allie, so Rothgar for me. Rothgar was awesome. But this is only the second DLC I'm doing, so I did really enjoy Rothgar. Like the music, the Orc Heritage stuff, the zone was beautiful. Yeah, I really did like that.
You see, Zira? Your protege returns having survived the invulnerable Iron Wheel. You should have more faith.
Everyone, clear the room. Velsa told me you went into the Iron Wheel's headquarters by yourself. What in oblivion were you thinking?
Sorry?
We're not ready to go anywhere near the Iron Wheel. I won't have anyone else die because of a choice. Listen, I'm barely holding this together. No offense to Quen, but you're the best recruit we have. I can't lose you to a feud with Velsa.
You want to be a leader? Stop whining and lead.
You just... You have a knack at telling people what they need to hear. Reminds me of Nicholas. All right. You made your way through without any problems. Find anything we can use?
Kosh met with the Iron Wheel. He's promised to recover Magnifica Falori's dowry.
Impossible. It's still in Magnifica Falora's family tomb.
Her wide-eyed stare right
The
now
dowry
is
heist
reminding me of
failed.
early Mass
Nicholas
Effect
and the
Andromeda.
others died before we reached the treasure vaults.
Excuse me. Oh my god. They patched that out really quick, but I was there at the launch of Andromeda, and I remember people getting I remember people flipping out. I remember the media outlets and everybody trashing Andromeda because of the eye bug. And I didn't care. I was like, it's whatever, man. It's like a Bethesda perk. Just chuckling it off, listen to the voiceovers. But like so many of the NPCs had like this wide-eyed stare. Oh.
No, the Iron Wheel was here to punish us for attempting the heist.
They're back to normal now.
If that's what you heard, were they really searching for the dowry all along? Why come after us with such ferocity? What else did you learn?
Well, he was blackmailing the people you sent us to investigate. I stole this from him.
Let me see. This is comprehensive. Elaborate details on merchant lords in Abba's Landing, as well as rivals throughout the region. Maps to stolen goods we could recover for ourselves.
Yeah. What now?
I'll go through what you recovered, see if it offers a clue to Kosh's plans, or anything involving the missing dowry. I need to make sense of all this. Get some rest. I'll need you ready when we make our move. And good job. I keep thinking about what you found. If someone stole Magnifica Falora's dowry, it wasn't the Thieves Guild. But we certainly took the fall for it.
How am I finding this? Great. Like, I don't distinguish between this and the other games. Just like I don't distinguish between Fallout 76 and the other Fallout games. Like, I just play the games. And I recommend you do the same.
What about?
Chief said it's missing. Who else knew about the heist?
Nicholas told Velsa he was planning a heist, but she retired before he shared the details. I'm the only one who knew. Someone must have followed us to the tomb.
What is Kosh planning?
The merchant lords see the Iron Wheel as an occupying force.
Okay. So, we got... some recipes, already known. armor. That's heavy. It's really interesting how it can be heavy thief armor. That's light. I might actually be able to use that. Those were pants, I think? Oh, those are significantly better. Holy shit. Well, I'm going to lose a little bit of spell damage. Actually, those aren't that much better. I do get some more armor, but I think I would rather have the spell damage. I mean, it's not that much more. Those honestly don't feel like that big of a bonus. I'm going to keep the hist saps. Oops. Okay. By the way, this armor set looks so fucking cool. Like, this makes me want to roll a backstabby thief or an archer. I need to recreate my stealth archer, because I'm telling you, that set right there is just so sexy. Just make me a Bosmer stealth archer. I'll play with my wood all day. I must resist. This game is on sale all the time. Plus, it's part of like ESO Plus, or excuse me, it's part of PlayStation Plus, I believe, and like maybe Game Pass, possibly. You just have to check. Somebody down here is gonna have something to talk to me about. I may have to figure out what the next quest is. May have to go look it up so that I don't get confused. Hang on, never mind. We've got... It's over here. I forgot the icons are different from main quests.
This way. Zira's looking for you. Didn't seem too happy. Nothing you did. She's just stiffer than normal. And that's saying something.
Did she say why?
You know of our botched raid on Magnifica Falora's tomb.
I do.
But the Iron Wheel is here to recover her missing dowry. So, if we didn't take it, who did? Zira wants answers. She's in the den. Go on, now.
See you there.
You know where to find Zira. Always staring at papers.
Just a look. Just a little look-see.
Back to the tomb? Your plan is to relive
Thanks
the
for the
guild's
sub over on
greatest
Twitch.
failure?
No more.
My plan is to get the Iron Wheel's boot
Appreciate the
off
support.
our necks.
Do I play ESO often? Not right now. We were playing a lot before the holidays. Right now we're playing maybe once a week. If you're new here, don't forget we're live on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and TikTok. You can watch wherever you prefer, but everything in between the streams happens on YouTube, so make sure to get over there as well to watch all the game guides and discussion
Good.
videos.
You're here. I want to learn whether Magnifica Falora's dowry was truly stolen from her family tomb. If it was, we find out who did. And if it wasn't, we complete the heist that Nicolas began. What's she gonna do? Send a second Iron Wheel?
How are we going to do that?
We return to Aldenobia Tomb, bypass the deadliest traps I've ever encountered, and then scour the treasure vaults for anything we can find.
I like booty.
I appreciate the confidence, but too many good people died there the first time. We do this right, or we don't do it at all.
All right, I'm listening.
Perseus Loke can give us an edge. He's one of the few living people to set foot in Magnifica Falora's family tomb. Take Quen and collect him from his shop. Meet the rest of us on the road to Tanith by Prince's Gate.
Can Perseus Loche be trusted?
I guarantee Perseus Loke is no friend of the
Loke.
Iron Wheel. He's expecting you at the Diamond Thimble. And he'll be insufferable if you keep him waiting.
You can go look at the website or the store on PlayStation or Xbox if you want more information about like all of the different ways to play. I've got a video up. Do you need a sub? That video is going to have to be redone based on the seasonal information that just got dropped today. So they're making changes to all the content that's offered for the free stuff versus the paid stuff. So it's go forth and educate yourselves. I don't have the answers. What can you tell me about the dowry heist?
Nicholas thought his plan to steal the dowry was almost flawless. But almost won't bring our friends back. He didn't have the right people for the job, but I do.
How did it fail?
Nicholas knew of the dangers within, but not everything. There was a trap. I didn't understand how it worked. Not until it was too late. But this time, I know how it works, and I'll need you by my side to defeat it.
Okay.
Perseus Loke once served Magnifica Flora. When she wore the clothes he designed, she was the envy of Tanith society. But there was a scandal, and he fled here, beyond Tanith's reach. I don't know exactly what happened, but I do know he blames her.
Interesting. What do you know of Magnifica Flora?
She's the heir to the Aldenobia bloodline. Her eldest sister, Zarifa, wed King Faharajad. After Zarifa's death, Flora and the king grew close. But not close. They call her the Jewel of Tanith. Beautiful, cold, and hard as a diamond.
Yeah, it's on every platform, so honestly, it's just you just have to pick the platform that you want to play on and go from there.
Everyone else, pack for a long journey. I'll bring us home safe and sound.
More promises you can't keep.
When I very first played this game was when it first launched. I played it on the PC, but I only played for a few weeks, and then I never touched it again. When I came back to play it for realsies, and I tried it out on the Xbox maybe 2-3 years ago, just to see what it was like. But I didn't actually start playing it for real until November of this year, past year, so like 2 months ago or whatever. And I picked it up on the PS5 specifically because they were doing a big all-in-one package deal that was on sale for like $50, which included a ton of the DLC and downloadable stuff for the $50. You can get it for cheaper on Steam if you prefer, but it just depends. Sometimes it's cheaper on Steam, sometimes it's cheaper on PC, sometimes it's cheaper on PlayStation, sometimes it's cheaper on Xbox. It just depends on where do you want to play. Some people don't have a gaming PC and they only have like an Xbox or PlayStation. So if you're on a budget, just wait for it to go on sale. And they do crazy deals all the time. Like I think it was November, they had like a 70% off discount on like all of this, like all the DLC content and like a bunch of stuff in the store. So I like went and used a bunch of my points and bought a bunch of the DLC stuff that I didn't already have included in my all-in-one package. So I have a video on that, Lurking Showers. Like there's a whole series on YouTube dedicated to the new player experience that I've been playing through with Elder Scrolls Online. And one of the big questions is, can you solo this game? I am 100% solo, 100% single player. The entire game is designed around single player solo content. The group content is optional, not mandatory. It's there as icing on the cake. The game is 100% built around the single player experience. There's like 80 hours of videos up in the playlist on YouTube, and it's just me playing this game like a single player Skyrim game, Oblivion game. It's just another Elder Scrolls game to me. Diamond Thimble. Oops. Ah! Gosh darn it. There's a collider? it goes. Where's my pretty kitty? Oh wait, that's the dog. I was like, it looked like my kitty cat. There's my kitty cat. Out of the way, mangy butt. Alright. No dog will ever be as cool as my pet cat. Yes, there is PvP in this game. If you choose to. The whole, what's it called? The Imperial City? There's actually a whole story DLC. Where's it at? Zone DLC, sorry. It is called the Imperial City. Experience hours of all new PvP and PvE gameplay, both above and below ground, plus 2 new dungeons, never previously seen monsters, craftable item sets, and more. Thandar says Citadel and Imperial City. No, I'm not going to PvP, so I actually don't know anything about it other than the name of it. I abhor PvP. Ugh. Not for me, but you can if you want to. Citadel and Imperial City are the PvP areas. 100% optional. Not part of the main storylines. Those are for you to do if you want to.
This one shall lodge a formal complaint. What right has the Iron Wheel to march in here and smash our merchandise? Thugs. Thugs and hooligans!
Where can we find Perseus loot?
That's exactly what the Iron Wheel said. But much louder and with the shaking of fists. When they bellowed his name, I heard a loud crash upstairs.
What happened?
A distraction, of course. The Iron Wheel rushed upstairs as he slipped down through some loose floorboards. But he landed feet first in a tub of bright dye. Covered his boots to the brim.
Ah.
That's also what the Iron Wheel said. Most of them gave chase. The rest tossed the room upon the floor and then gave chase. If you find him before they do, tell him Mamea deserves a raise.
Fair enough, Mamea.
You follow Loke's trail on the street. I'll see if I can spot him from the rooftops. Hurry!
Copy that, Quinn. On the trail of Perseus Loke. Looks to me like it's this way.
Hurry! The Iron Wheel are on his trail.
Uh-huh. Not through there. Up here. Around the corner. Down here. I'm getting my steps in this morning. I hope this isn't timed. I don't see it timed. Oh, it is timed. I just saw a timer. Oh my god. Alright, I have not been sprinting. Jesus, I literally asked myself that question and then I saw the timer at the top. Mother fracker. Wasted a whole bunch of time at the beginning not sprinting. Oh, did we make it? We made it. Alright, we're good. Oh, he's covered in green paint. It's like the thief who gets caught at the bank job, man.
Ah, a friendly face. Good of you to join me on my unexpected jog. And I agree, this isn't my color.
My unexpected jog. It's not my color. That's hilarious. Ali says, more specifically, the Citadel map is the main PvP aspect of the game. The Imperial City is but a small part. Thandar says Citadel is open plains and forts with big battles and quests, and Imperial City is the CQB version. Okay. Well, thank you for the answers on the PvP aspect of the game, because I am clueless.
They must know of my previous involvement with your guild, though I can't begin to fathom
I love
how.
his jacket, man.
Your
And the
former
medallion. Look at that
guildmaster,
medallion.
Nicholas, was it? He was the soul of discretion.
Oh, by the way, guys, I have to show you something. I have a side project that we're going to be doing soon. I've actually been talking to my brother about this. So this is courtesy of Chris. So Chris got me this awesome... This is from our backyard. We've got some trees that grow these straight branches. I don't know the name of this in English. I'm going to have to work with her and we'll figure it out. But we have a walking stick that we've been using for a few years when we go out for our walks in the morning. But it's a much shorter one, more of a cane length. We mostly use it for stray dogs and stuff, just to be like, get out of here. But this one is actually about nip height. So the idea is when she sheared it off, it has a nice straight square ending right here. And I am on the lookout. So if any of you know any crafters in real life who have anything that might be appropriate, I would love to talk to them. So feel free to pass me their information, or their TikTok page, or their Instagram, or their YouTube, or whatever. Anyway, I'm looking for a head to mount on this. I saw a really cool like compass one the other day. A skull obviously is a nice choice. Like the amber mosquito from Jurassic Park. But I'm looking for some sort of a really cool head that I can mount on this walking stick. And then I'm probably going to get some leather and wrap it around. And then we've got several more that we're going to harvest that are multiple lengths. So I'm going to be making some walking sticks and stabs this year. Mostly for my own personal use, but we might do a giveaway or something at some point. You never know. But I mentioned this for those of you who are who might be crafters, or maybe you have an Etsy store that I can look at, or if you know someone on Etsy, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, wherever, get in the Discord. Send me links. I'm looking for cool walking stick heads. Fantasy related.
And I am prepared to give Abar's Landing a wide berth. I'd prefer to avoid the Iron Wheel, at least for the time being. Zira mentioned a rendezvous by Prince's Gate, was it? I'd feel safer were someone to escort me there.
Quinn can get you there safely. Alright, now we gotta go talk
Perseus
to
Lake?
Zira.
I'll get you to Prince's Gate, safe and sound.
I love her armor too, man.
Would you happen to have a spare set of boots?
I don't think mine will fit you. Come along, we'll work something out.
We'll work something out. Okay. That is way the heck out there. RGC says, I can't keep watching this. I don't have time for another playthrough. Thousands of hours. That's how I feel with like Star Wars: The Old Republic or Lord of the Rings Online. I am probably going to try to catch up on Star Wars: The Old Republic this year because I have not played for about 18 months, and there's new content that I haven't seen, so I'd like to maybe... I've heard about 15-20 hours to get caught up, so I think I might at some point dabble. I definitely have to go make the latest 2026 Star Wars: The Old Republic videos soon, since we're now in the new year. I got to do my annual updates. Is it worth it? Should you play it? Free to play versus paid. New player experience. Like there's half a dozen videos I make every year for Star Wars: The Old Republic and Lord of the Rings Online.
Come in! Move!
It says up top. Yeah, shipping from Australia is a fortune. Ellie. It is a tax write-off. remember the last time I shipped a book to Australia was like 2019 or 20, and it was like $30 just to ship a book. The book didn't even cost $30, but the cost of shipping was like, ah. All right, give me 2 seconds before I talk to this NPC, because I did hear Chris wake up, so I gotta go say good morning to my wife. Jake asks over on TikTok, have you done a playthrough of Oblivion Remastered? I have. There's a playlist on YouTube. Ali says, I'm somewhat envious of people who say they often don't have a lot of time to invest. I think a lot of people don't understand how much free time they have. So a lot of people spend so much time on their phones, and it's lost time, or they watch Netflix. That's, you know, entertainment is valuable, but a lot of people will waste so much time on, like, social media or doom scrolling Reddit or something, and it's like, yeah, if you truly wanted to make something out of your hobby, or you wanted to pursue something, or, you know, you wanted to build a brand or build a business, everybody's got 2 to 4 hours a day of free time. Everybody. The question is, what are you doing with the 4 hours? You know, thanks, Cooper. DC Cooper, or D Cooper. I think Joe Rogan had a good, it's been a few years ago now. There was a podcast episode where he talked about how, like, the average person working today is just so tired when they get home because they hate their job, they're depressed, you know, living in their mom's basement, they hate the world around them, they're angry all the time. The last thing they want to do is work on bettering themselves or work on building a brand, because the reality is, like, building something is hard work. And the last thing people want to do when they come home is do more hard work when they've already had an 8-hour, 10-hour, 12-hour day at work. But that's a mental block. Like, that's why I don't believe in any of this BS about, you know, people who talk about someone being entitled versus someone else. It's like, nah, man, we all have our crosses to bear. Everybody's got personal tribulations and trials. Everybody can overcome adversity if you just put your head down and think about it. So when people complain about not having free time for building a business, let alone, and I know you're talking more about free time to play a game, Allie, I'm just, my philosophical nature is like, let's make a conversation talking point. Because it gets clipped out and turned into money. Everybody's got free time. And I don't remember the breakdown that Gary Vaynerchuk did. But it's something like, you know, if you work 8 hours a day, you commute for 2 hours a day, that's 10. You eat food on either side of work. Let's maybe say that's an hour and a half. Spend some time with the family, another hour and a half. You're at 13 hours. Let's be generous and say 14 hours a day. You need 8 hours of sleep. That gets you to 22 hours. You've still got 2 hours a day to do what you want to do with. A minimum. Now, depending on family obligations and commute time to work and everything else, if you're working from home, you've eliminated the commute completely entirely. So now you've got 4 hours a day of free time. So it just depends on everybody's amount of free time. But everybody's got 2 to 4 hours of free time every day. I'm glad I could deliver, Allie. Yeah, my brother and I have had a lot of talks about this because he is also entrepreneurial, has a very big cattle ranch, had an excavation company before this. He's 13 years younger than I am. He's been a founder and worked on both of the game studios with me. And he never finished. He never finished college. He's a college dropout. I never finished high school and never went to college. Like, you can accomplish a lot of things if you just put your mind to it and fucking grind. Life is what you make of it.
Everyone's accounted for. Did you have any trouble?
Nothing I couldn't handle.
Then we leave for the Kingdom of Tanith. The route is tricky and will be considered bandits if we're caught. But getting to the tomb isn't what worries me. If anything happens, well, it won't. Because I can count on you. Ready?
How long is this next part? I do gotta be conscious of time today, everybody, because I am going to be doing a stream later on of the New Games Plus event. What is this quest called? Denobia Tomb? Google AI is telling me about 15 minutes or so. 15 to 30 minutes. Jason Burt said, I had a coworker last night who said, I don't have time to watch a movie. When I asked him what he did last night, he said, I played my guitar for 3 hours. Yeah, it's just where do you put your time? You know, everybody's got that. Where do you put your time? All right, we're gonna push on a little bit here. We'll see how long this takes us. Reviews for Elder Scrolls Online are up on my YouTube channel. I have a playlist dedicated to ESO and my playthrough, which I started in November. Bunch of reviews, guides, so on and so forth. Check it out at your leisure. Oh, I love how he's got a fan.
If I may,
same name on all
there
social
is an
platforms.
alternate path inside the tomb. It is likely full of traps, guardians, and prodigious quantities of dust. A small price to avoid the Iron Wheel.
How do we get there?
Head to the tomb entrance. Keep watch to the side of the path, the right side. You should notice an old trail leading to a sealed entrance. Simply clear the way, and I shall join you to open the door.
Ali says, I never really got interested in the smartphone craze and all these social platforms, phone games. I have a smartphone, but I barely use it outside of make calls. Interesting thing, and I did not have a smartphone until 2015. And the only reason I got one was because I had a client who required me to have WhatsApp because they were coordinating. We did an 18-month contract with TripAdvisor and Oyster, and they sent us all around the Riviera Maya. We were doing photo shoots and articles for all the resorts. So we did like 125 resorts in the Riviera Maya and 25 resorts in Puerto Vallarta. So it was about 18 months. And the coordinator who was organizing all the resort visits and the resort stays did everything through WhatsApp. So I had to get a phone so that I could download WhatsApp and have it with me for the coordination. And then that was a Samsung 5. Had that for a couple years. Then I got a Samsung 7. Because the 5 finally got old. I lost my first Samsung 7. I had an accident. Lost the phone. And then I had the Samsung 7. I still have the second Samsung 7. But then I moved here, upgraded to whatever this is, like an A2 or something. I've had this for 4 years. The only thing I use this for is like all of my two-factor authentication and stuff, and like notifications and things. But I'm in front of the desk all day, so I try to manage my Instagram and TikTok through the desktop as opposed to my phone, because this thing kills my eyes without glasses. We got a troll on TikTok says, "Why do you lie about all the places you've been to?" I don't have to lie. It's all public information. All of my shit's out in public. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all the conferences that we've worked with, all that shit's out there in public. I've got 25 million words of published content on the internet as a travel writer. Go forth. Do your due diligence. Fucking trolls, man. Can you lead me through?
Oh my, no. The things inside would most certainly kill me. I do know the trick to the door's hidden latch. The rest, I'm certain you can handle yourself.
Anyway, you don't need to spend $1,000 on a phone. Like, this thing I think is only like $200-300. I do need to get a new one because I've dropped this one a whole bunch of times and it's got a cracked screen. I actually bought that one off my sister-in-law, who runs a pawn shop, and she's like, "Hey, do you want this phone?" And it's like, she gave it to me for $100, and I was like, "All right, cool."
The last time I was here, the Iron Wheel wasn't camped in front of the tomb. Perfect.
What should we do?
Scout ahead and find us a way inside. Clear the way if you care to. The Iron Wheel can't exactly call for reinforcements. You could also sneak past them. We'll track your progress and follow in your footsteps.
Is there another way inside?
That's why we brought Perseus Loke. He said something about a side entrance. Speak with him before you go.
Well, I don't have to sneak by him if I don't want to. I don't choose between either stone. I play both. I play both Fallout 76 and Elder Scrolls Online. If you have the free time, play all the things. Oh. Oh, damn it. There we go. Shit. I've been faint. Ow! A thief I am not, even though I am attempting to sneak. I'm a sorcerer, damn it. Oh, I got green paint on me. Oh shit, that's like poison. Oh no! Oh no! Canopic jar. That did a shitload of damage. I thought it was just paint. So I saw the green ooze and it blew up as I walked past it. Oh no. So, ouch. That's... Oops. I recommend playing every game.
Wonderful.
How are we supposed to get through?
Ask Shira. She knows how to do everything in this place, unless it's stealing a dowry.
No idea. Last time, Nicholas had me watch the passage behind us. There must be something in his journal.
Anything useful?
Nicholas loved his puzzles. You're welcome to try.
Okay, so we have a puzzle ahead of us. We're going to save this for next time, everybody, because we are wrapping it up this morning. We will be back later this afternoon. Let me double check what time the event happens, but there is a event today, New Game Plus Showcase, or New Game Showcase, at 1 p.m. Pacific. So I will be back doing a watch party of that event this afternoon. At least that's the current plan. It's going to depend on. We have contractors here today. Depends on if they have to, turn power off to work on things or stuff. So I'll see everybody later on today for that event, and then we'll be back tomorrow morning with more Skyrim for tomorrow morning, and then the day after. What is tomorrow? Tomorrow's Friday. We're gonna play some Skyrim. Saturday we're probably gonna do some Divinity Original Sin 2, and then we'll be back with some more Skyrim on Sunday. I'll see everybody next time. Stay safe, have a great day, and no matter where you're watching, don't forget everything ends on YouTube. So I'll see everybody over there in between the streams.